right, interweb land, I'm back. You're back. It's another Rosco Odyssey walk and talk. Let's get some weather. I don't know, maybe it'll be happy weather today. All right, here we go. Get a little weather. Today is, get my trusty calendar. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2025 or 2025. All right. Excuse me. It's a chilly morning. Let's see if you, I don't know if that comes out, but on location and in the field, as you can see, we got temperature is 43 degrees, partly cloudy. Yeah, some little bit of clouds. It's mostly, there's more clouds off to that direction, but it's mostly clear. Okay. Highs at 54 degrees, low at 43. So we're at the low right now, and it feels a little bit lower than that. Air quality at 30, which is good. Freeze watch. Oh, weather alert. Freeze watch. Freeze watch. The conditions are expected by 0100 Wednesday, January 29th. So it's going to be frosty. Frost advisory. It's going to get frosty. Feels like 42. I agree with that. UV index, UVI, 0. Wind, got low winds, 4-mile-per-hour winds with gusts of 5 miles per hour. And on the directional, it's about 106 east by southeast. Sunrise, 07:15. Sunset, 17:28. No precipitation forecasted. For today, anyway. We got about 0.2 inches by Friday. That's projected. 9-mile visibility, 90% humidity. Moon phase. We are waning crescent with 1% illumination. Moon set 1639. Next full moon 15 days. Atmospheric pressure at 30.13 in Hg or in Mercury. All right, so we kicked it off with a little weather. Now we're gonna get on over and get into a walk and talk. Thanks. All right, I'm back, you're back. And here we go. Let's get a Rosco Odyssey walking, talking, checking out the scenery here. See if I get a little zoom action. It's got, you see that? City by the bay. I don't know if it's, doesn't seem to be too clear. There's the clouds. It's like fog rolling in over there, and there goes the ferry. It was a pretty busy morning this morning. All right, here we go. Let's walk it out. What to talk about? What to talk about? I think we're gonna talk about, let's talk food. Let's talk some food and diet. What try to be health conscious. Haven't had a McDonald's in probably, dang. Haven't had a McD's in like at least over a year. Probably more, because the last thing I really had at McD's, because I like the breakfast. Thought the breakfast was probably one of the big deals. Was that sausage egg McDougal? Oh man, and a cup of coffee. I'm with that. But yeah, I haven't had that in a while. Let's see. So let's kick it off. Now, me personally, I'm more or less a meat eater. I'm not. However, I tend to eat more. Well, okay, let's go with this. My favorite food is burgers, hamburgers. However, with that said, eat a lot of chicken. And I know there's a thing called the carnivore diet. Yeah, something about a good steak, boy, it just really kind of hits the target. It's good, but yeah, a good steak. It's like the animal fat or something is actually got some health benefits, I think. But because the lean meats you don't really get much, like chicken, not too much fat. Hamburger, you go like an 80-20. You know, you get a reasonable amount of flavor, and but as far as health wise, you know, I think you could probably be fairly healthy without meats, but I personally I couldn't go vegan. Like, that's because eggs is another thing that I enjoy. I enjoy eggs, and I think they have a good nutritional value, good proteins and minerals and all that stuff. So, but I won't eat like some cultures like to eat that. Like, I don't know, man. You crack the egg and it's the bird that's kind of formed in there. I'm like, nah, I'm not mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with that. I just a cool, you know, egg with the egg yolk, scrambled or fried, either way. Just depends. And I think I used to think that oats was perfectly acceptable as far as like oatmeal. That was a big staple. Still kind of is, but not as. Apparently, it's just not as helpful as maybe was thought. And again, here's the thing: I don't have the scientific data and information. I'm just letting you know, kind of sharing what I do. So, yeah, I couldn't roll vegan. I mean, if I had to, but there's plenty nutritional value in fruits and vegetables, nuts and berries. I think you get along just fine with that overall, you know. But if you really want to take it up a notch, especially if you're working out, hitting weights, doing any of that kind of stuff, the higher quality foods you can get, better results, you know. Lean meats, red meats, and that sort of thing. On pork, I'm not big on pork. It's not that I won't eat it. I'm just not big on it. And here's the thing, like, you know, if I'm gonna eat bacon, I rather just eat real bacon. I don't want the soy whatever, soy bacon or plant bacon or turkey, even the turkey bacon. By the time all the flavorings and everything, nah, it's defeat the purpose. I'd rather just go with the real deal, real bacon, you know. And that kind of goes for all the meats, you know. I want to know. I'm trying to get the best quality meat that I can eat, you know. So for chickens, preferably, and I know it's a cost issue, but you know, open range, you know, where they're not like caged in, and you know, since they're gonna kind of provide sustenance for us, just let them be happy, let them roam the field and do what they do. Keep them in a clean environment. Let them eat natural, and they do the rest. Turkey. Now, I told you I like burgers. Now there's one burger that I've become pretty good at making, and that's when you get the ground turkey. It's very lean, and it makes for a pretty good burger. You don't have to put too much with it. Light on the seasonings. And then you do the rest of your. It's just a nice, simple, to me, a nice, simple, nutritious meal. Got your lettuce and tomato. Get that onion on there. Whatever kind of cheese, with that cheddar, provolone, Havarti, nice good cheese on there. Maybe a little mayo, a little mustard, and that makes for a nice little meal right there. Little turkey burger. So yeah, I could totally go with without meat. However, I would definitely want to be able to at least be able to have milk, eggs, cheese, definitely fruits, vegetables, and that sort of thing. I think it could be totally fine, perfectly healthy with that kind of a diet. And as far as fake meats, no thanks. Top of the day.
I like that.
All right. So let's see here. We're talking. Oh yeah. What to eat? Foods to eat. Now, and again, a full vegan. I guess, if it were to get down to something like that, I guess I'd be back steady eating oatmeal and whatever kind of nuts and berries, walnuts, almonds, what else? Cashews, and oranges, apples, so yeah, and okay, so yeah, I spoke on the pork. It's not a deal breaker for me personally, although I don't really. If I'm looking for something, I'm probably gonna lean on chicken. Not really into pork, but again, if I'm gonna eat it, like I'd rather it just be the real deal. I'm not, I don't want to. As long as I can afford it, I'm not gonna try to get the fake, turkey bacon or something. I have though. I've eaten it, and it's just like, you know what, man, if we're gonna roll with it, let's just go with the real. Might as well just go with the real thing. As best quality is practicable, Now, on one of my specialties, buttermilk biscuits. Oh man, something about buttermilk biscuits. If they're bad for you, hey, I don't know, but I know I like them. And I even got a request. I got a request. It was like, Grandpa, you make buttermilk biscuits? I was like, hey man, as long as we got the stuff, I'm gonna put that together. Got up early, had those piping hot. Whoa! Throw you a little bit of real butter. Get you some real butter on there. Maybe your favorite preserve or some honey or some maple syrup. Whoa, that's a wrap. You'll be charged for the day. You'll be ready to roll. That buttermilk biscuit, a little coffee. And then, I mean, the way I do them, I make them more like I don't really cut them with the biscuits. I just kind of, they call them drop like a biscuit. Is just you make your dough and then you just kind of pull it apart and make your little biscuit. Put it in the cast iron. Set your stove. Get that all nice and hot to the right temperature. And then you smother you use a cast iron. I use a cast iron skillet. Put that butter on the bottom, and then I get the biscuits or the drops, and I put them all in there, nice, and then slather a little butter on top. Whoo! You get that nice crispy crunch on the bottom, and you get that little bit of browning and that crispy crunch on the top. So man, and it's pretty simple and basic, easy to make. Not, that doesn't cost much. So good old buttermilk biscuit, man, that's a staple right there. Then maybe you get that little breakfast turkey patty. That's the thing about the ground turkey, it's very versatile. You get a turkey burger, or maybe like a turkey patty for instead of like a sausage patty, you can do that turkey. And that's a nice, and you can season them up. They take the seasoning, really give a good flavor, and that's a nice little morning sandwich. And you get your folded egg in there, or you get your fried egg on that. You got a biscuit. Woo, man! So you good to go. Ready to start, man. You ready to start doing whatever. So there it is, folks. A little bit of food and diet. We got some weather in. We got a Rosco. I didn't do mad weather, but maybe I just call it happy weather. Some days maybe it's mad weather, some days it's happy weather, some days it's just weather. So today we just went with the weather. All right. So if you listen along this far, I thank you. Another Rosco Odyssey walk and talk. That song right behind me the whole time. Didn't even know. So there it is. Look at that. Nice calm waters out.